What is going on, guys? Dizzy Aaron here, and we're back playing some more Life in the Woods 2. That's right, guys. So we're back, and we're gonna be doing some more building on our little steampunk inventors workshop that we started in the last episode. So if you guys want to know how to build any of this stuff that you guys see right here, yeah, we kind of did that in the last episode, so go back, check that out. Link is down there in the description for you guys. But if you guys did watch the last episode, welcome back. I did go ahead and record this kind of in advance. Well, not in advance, but you guys, I haven't read your comments yet because I just went ahead and continued building. So yeah, if I don't respond to your comments that you left in the last video and this one, it's because I pre-recorded this episode. Yeah. But I didn't want to lose my train of thought as far as my builds, because usually when I go ahead and I start building stuff, if I just kind of forget what I'm doing, then my plans they'll go in a whole different route. So I already have an idea in mind of what I want to do as far as the building goes. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna continue building, and hopefully it comes out all kinds of amazing. So I did tell you guys that I was gonna show you guys how to build the roof this episode. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be working on getting the roof going and connecting this up to that guy, because this is the roof for the second row buildings, right? So it's gonna be weird. It's like, well, where does this go? So I'm gonna show you guys how you guys go about creating that look of having it connect and still look all kinds of amazing, right? All right, so the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna go ahead, and you guys know how I made this little thing continue out, right? Well, what we're gonna do is now we're gonna lay this out so that it sticks out just a little bit higher than this guy. So you guys will kind of be able to see it once I get it going. I did one design right now and I didn't like it, so we're gonna go with a different look. So let's go like this, and you guys can just copy this if you guys want, because there's really no reason to why I'm doing the design the way it is. It's just pretty much that's how it's gonna look good once it's all done, because I've done enough of these to know kind of what looks good, what doesn't look good. And since this is gonna be steampunk, I want the roofs to look really majestic, very I don't know, like just look cool. And the way I figured out how to make those look cool is pretty much by doing something similar to this. So what you guys see me doing right now, instead of doing your traditional roof design where you just put one block, go up to the side, one more block to the side, and then just make it like a really smooth, just pointy roof. Let's see, I think I have one over here. Kind of like that, right? That's okay on smaller builds that they're supposed to look symmetrical, right? So like this is supposed to look symmetrical because we were going for like a little Viking look, but over there, see how that is more pointy? That's more of a steampunk look, and that's what we're going for. So if you notice on these, the roofs are really pointy and they go up really high, like on that building all the way over there too, the Cooking with Dizzy building. That's the kind of look we want on this, because we want this to look like it's going all the way up. And it doesn't have to make sense, guys. Like, don't get too caught up in the whole like, well, Dizzy, why would we do that if blah 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 blah, right? Yeah, don't worry about that. You guys just build it, and then you guys will see what I'm talking about once you guys actually do go ahead and build all your stuffs. Okay, so now we're gonna fill in all these little holes like that, and then up here we'll just go ahead and point it forward, and we'll do the same thing on this side. So we just connect it all up like that. And over here, we're just gonna go, oh, not like that. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but we'll go ahead and take that off. So we wanna just connect this all the way straight until it touches that piece. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So let me break this little guy right here. And we'll go ahead and connect that guy all the way to there. There we go. Okay, so now we have that side, we got this side. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and break this guy. Let me see here. No, that guy can stay. So let's go ahead and plop you back down right there. Does that look good? Something's off. What is off here? Maybe we just need to add a little upside down flicky bit all the way at the bottom. There we go. Is that good? That's pretty good. It's a little thick right here. So what we could do is we could just take that guy off and swap him for that guy. Yeah, that works a little bit better. So we'll just go ahead and do that. So instead of adding like another little piece up there, we'll just do it right there, and boom, there we go. All right, so now we do the roof portion of it. And with this, I kind of want to keep with the jungle. I know it's a little bit weird, I know, but trust me on this. It'll look cool once it's all done. So we'll go ahead and add it like this. Yeah, well, that actually looks really ugly. But we'll play with it for now and then see how we like it down the road. Because we might just end up swapping the whole thing out and just doing it all like spruce or just regular vanilla oak. But for now, I wanted to see how this would look. If we were doing this in, what's that fucking pack called? I'm trying to think of the name. Can't think. Oh, Conquest. There we go. Conquest texture pack. Holy jeebus, that looks all kinds of good. Because this doesn't actually come up as Junglewood. Yeah, that doesn't look good. That does not look good at all. It sounded good in my head. All right, let me swap this out real quick. And bam. So yeah, it is gonna look a lot better if we do it that way. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you guys are doing this is that the roof doesn't necessarily have to be smooth. Let me just show you something. Where is my... I just had a bunch of it. Nope, not magnanimous. Damn it, it looks exactly the same as my spruce, which I keep losing. All right, so we grab that, go in here, pop it like that, and then we're just gonna make some stairs real quick. And some slabs, and I think we should be good to go. All right, so now we're gonna put all of this right there, and we're gonna go up here. But I'm just gonna show you guys a couple of different ways to do it, and then you guys can decide on how you guys wanna do your roofs. But what I wanna do here is just change it up slightly enough to where there is some kind of variation in how all these work together. So let me just show you guys real quick. So typically you would have something like this, right? So just smooth, and that's pretty much it, which works fine. I mean, for these bigger builds, you don't have to worry too much about it because, I mean, the build is just so massive that it's just gonna get its looks from that pretty much. But I just wanted to add a little bit something just to make it look a little bit different than what I usually build. So I'm gonna do this, and you guys can do this if you guys want. Which is just a bunch of different variations in how you guys are gonna add the top, like right here. Instead of doing a stair, we can just go ahead and do a half slab. Bam. Just something simple like that. Like this right there is just gonna add more texture, more layers to the build itself, and it just makes it look a little bit more pretty, right? So we're just gonna go with that for now. And let's just try something real quick because I've never done this, but let's see how that looks. That's fine. So we'll just go with that for now. And I am gonna go ahead and add a couple more on this side. So let's do that, and we'll just do one over here. So we'll just go ahead and plop that guy there, this guy there, one half slab there, and we'll turn this guy and connect them to that side. So let's see, we do that, and can we sneak a little guy in there? I think we can, but we just gotta break this guy. All right, so let's pop that. Oh, hello, sir. All right, well, I guess that since that wood's there, we can't really do that. How's that look? All right, whatever. I'm not too concerned about it because this, like I said, this thing's gonna be so massive that you guys aren't even gonna realize these little details that I'm adding here. It's not gonna stand out so much. So, okay, so there's your first roof, right? And in here, you can fill this in with cobblestone. So if you want, you can just go through here. And later on, you can go add your windows and all that fun texture to it. But for now, we'll just go ahead and add that. Now, obviously, that looks like way too much cobblestone, right? Way too much. But we don't have any windows or anything like that. But I do want to work on getting this main roof up. And because we do want it to be bigger than that over there, I'm thinking we can just go crazy. Like, we can go super crazy. And let's see here. That roof is already pointing this way, so I want to make this roof point that way. Now, if I started building here and I just went straight across, it would probably hit around here. So in order to get around that, what you do is you do this. So you go start there 1, go there 1, and then go up 3, right? And then just go up 3, and then go up 2. Well, let's see how that looks so far. So it kind of has this little like little bit of a turn, and then it starts going up really high, right? Which is exactly what we want. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and now we're reaching that center point. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but that's after we take a little nap. All right, so now we're basically gonna copy this onto this side, and we're just gonna do the same thing again. So we're gonna go there 1, 1 there, and we're gonna run out of block like usual. But don't worry, guys, don't worry. I stole all of my cobblestone. All right, so we're gonna do that, and then I think it was up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we go over 1, 1, 2, 3, go over 1, and then go up 2. And then we're gonna go up 1 more, and we're gonna go up 3 this time. 2, 3, and bam! Look at that. We hit right in the middle. So that only works if you guys have odd numbers. If you guys have even numbers, you're gonna have a center point that is too thick, which is definitely not what you want. So now that we got this, all we're gonna do is go back through, and we're gonna add these little guys, right? So the way we're gonna do that is, let me get rid of this guy, and we're gonna get this guy out, and we're gonna take all these little bottom points out, because these aren't really supposed to be there. These are just to help us build this out. So take that out, take this out, and we're gonna go through and delete them off of all this. Bam, 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 bam. All right, so now we should be good to go. All right, so now you guys can kind of see the roof a little bit better. So it just has that little thing, and I want this to go out even farther out, right? So the way we're gonna do that is the same thing. We're just gonna go ahead here. Let me go through, add that guy there, and then our roof is gonna start out down here this time. So, and if you remember on this side, it just started out right where the edge was. We just went all the way back, right? This one is, since I wanted it to go a little bit wider out, it's gonna start down here. So this guy's gonna go 1 block away. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's gonna start 1 block away from the building, and then it's gonna start flaring out. So we go like this. See that? So now it goes from there, boom, that way. Perfect. So that's what we want to do. Now question is, how is you going to look if I add you like this? So we're just gonna try this out, see how it looks, and then if we like it, we can just go ahead and keep it. If we don't, we can always go back and get rid of it. So I'm kind of liking that. The only problem is we have to include the little bottom slabs too, or not bottom slabs, bottom stairs. So we'll just go through, add it on this side, and I'm gonna copy basically this whole thing on the other side. So I just want to get one side down exactly how I like it. And then once we do that, then we can go, okay, you know what? So now that you're starting to look at it, you can see this is way too thick right here, right? So we don't want that. We want to get rid of that. So we'll go through and we'll get rid of these two. And then what we can try is we can try adding just another set of stairs right here. So let's just see how that looks. So that works a little bit better, but now it's cutting off. So we don't want to do that. So it's just a matter of going back and forth and trying to figure out which ones you like, which ones you don't like, and then just playing around with that. So for now, I think we like this look, right? Now over here, this one is a little bit tricky because you want to add enough to where it works, but you don't want to add too much. So let's do this. So let's go and we'll add this guy right there. And yeah, that's starting to look better. So now this is the only blocky part that I don't like, but it's kind of tricky, All right, here, fuck it. We'll just go ahead and add that one there. Okay, so now I'm liking that part I don't like, and all of those parts I don't like. So what we can do is same thing. We'll just go through, get rid of that, pop that guy there, and same thing right here. We'll go ahead and get rid of the one right on top of them, and then we'll connect both pieces up with one of these little half stair things. I don't know what you would call that. All right, a stair. But what would you call it if it's upside down? Just upside down stair? Yeah, I guess. All right, so that looks a lot better. So now we get this nice little angle that goes all the way up. And if you notice over here, it looks like it's like leaning off that way. So I'm gonna copy this on that side and on the other side, and then I'll be right back. Bam. All right, so now that you guys see what it looks like, pretty much it's the exact same thing. So all I did was just copy this to this side, and then I copied the whole thing onto the back, and then I just connected the whole thing with the little stairs all the way around. So now you get this nice little clean border that goes around the whole thing. And the next part is actually really simple. It seems hard, but if you really think about it, it's super easy. Now what you're gonna do is, if this is a stair, you're just gonna place down your stair right next to it. Bam. If this is a block, place down a block next to it. And you just continue that all the way through. So only copy the stuff that you can see on the outside. So this guy, copy him there. This guy, copy it there. This guy, same thing. And you're just gonna go through and copy all of it the exact same way. See? Bam. So you're gonna do that pretty much for the whole thing, and then you're just gonna fill in this whole piece. This is the part that takes a really long time. So I'm just gonna speed on through this, and you guys can follow along. Alright, so now you should end up with something that looks similar to this, right? So as you can tell, once the roof is up, now it's starting to look like a building, right? Like a real legit building. And obviously we can't just leave this big huge gap right here. And we don't want to continue this all the way through because it is steampunk, so it's kind of supposed to look like almost rickety, like, oh, this thing's gonna fall any moment now. So what I like to do is I just like to go through, and anywhere that the wood is sticking out from that, I just like to come in and I fill this whole part in. So just fill it in like this, right? And up here you don't have to, but I like to do it anyways. So just come down, fill that part in, and then you're gonna fill this all the way down, 3 more, and fill this all the way down until you get to there, and then same thing goes right there. Bam. So you're left with something that looks kind of like that, right? And there's no proper way to do this. I mean, there's nobody telling you this is how you're supposed to do this and this is how this goes or whatever. But I just like doing it my way, which has worked for me in the past. And this is pretty much all I do. So I just kind of look at it and go, I don't want to continue this up because it's going to touch that. So let's just go ahead and add it here. Now, obviously I can't do it that way because it's going to stick out. So I want to do it like this. And we'll do the same thing back here. So we'll go like this. And to me, I like to put the emphasis on the outside, how it looks from the outside. Because on the inside, you can decorate the whole inside facade, I guess you could say, however you want, and it's not too big of a deal. So like this, we wouldn't even notice that guy was there. So that looks pretty good. We'll come outside and just check it out real quick. So I like that. That doesn't look too bad. And then we'll just go through and fill it in with cobblestone, right? And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So let me fill this part in. Oh, let me grab that guy. And like I said, it's just a matter of once you start doing this enough, you're gonna start to realize like certain little patterns and stuff you like, stuff you don't like, and you can just go ahead and use that over and over and over, and it'll come out looking all kinds of amazing. Because a lot of people are scared to do these big grand builds because they think, oh well, I've never done one and it's gonna be too much work or whatever. But I mean you guys just saw how long it took me to build this. It wasn't that long. Like realistically, you guys could definitely do this if you have enough materials, that is. If you do, don't worry about it, you got this. All right, so now we got that part filled in, so let's go ahead and do that on the other side, and then we'll come back and start adding some more of the little details. All right, so now what you guys should end up with is something that looks like this, right? And if we swing around to the back portion of it, it should just be a blank wall. So like that, bam, right? Now, obviously, this is not gonna look pretty just like that. Well, to me, that doesn't look pretty, but we can do all kinds of stuff with this, guys. So don't get too caught up on the fact that, hey, this looks really blocky. All of my buildings, like literally everything that I do, always looks like, yeah, that's gonna look all kinds of stupid until you actually get it all done. Alright, so just to show you guys, you can pretty much just build however you want, and with this style it's gonna look good. I'm just gonna build like a little patio area on the roof. Yeah, that sounds weird, right? But trust me, it works. Like I could literally add patios and more rooms and stuff anywhere, and it'll just flow. Like once you start adding them, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But let me just do one real quick, just so you guys can get an idea, and then be like, oh, okay, so maybe I can add whatever I want. And trust me, you can. Like, I know it's scary at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be like, man, I should have started building like this a long time ago. Because it's like, I don't know, to me, once I learned how to do this style of build, this is kind of what I've always done. I haven't done a lot of building on camera, but this is always a style that I like to go to. Because it is so organic and allows you to do pretty much whatever you want. Like let's just say, oh, I want to do this particular style. Then you can do that particular style. So let's just add a little something right here. We're just gonna go like that, and then we'll do one more. Let's see how that looks. And no, actually, yeah, we could do this. We don't need no full blocks. Is you guys crazy? All right, and then we'll just go ahead and connect this up to this back piece. Bam. All right, so that is probably the easiest little patio thing that you can add to your build. I mean, I've never seen anything easier than that. Could you imagine anything easier than that? And then all you gotta do is just knock one of these things down and make yourself a doorway. So let's go ahead and break this guy down. Right? And then let's go ahead and knock this down. Bam. So there you have it. There you have it. Probably one of the easiest ways to just start adding stuff. And you can literally do this anywhere with any type of material. You just keep with that same style though. Like don't try to mix in too many styles, because there are different ways of doing roofs, different techniques. And I kind of want to implement that into this build. Because I don't want it to look generic. Like to me, even this look, it's starting to look really generic to me, because I've done this so many times. So I kind of want to practice a new style of roof design that I learned from a gentleman called, what was his name? Lychee, I think. And you may have seen this if you guys have been watching my series, or a lot of my different series, you may have seen this before. I use this on my, what's that called? Primus? Yeah, my Primus series. So this may look similar to some of you guys. And then other people are gonna be like, oh, I've never seen that before. So let me just do this real quick. And I will show you guys. It's not gonna be that noticeable on here, just because I kind of already built this whole design on the roof. But I'm gonna use this design on, should we do it on this? I guess we could. Fuck it, why not? All right, I'm gonna swap this whole roof out. Why? Because we can. And I'm gonna show you guys a new little technique that I learned from this guy. And it's pretty much like all kinds of amazing. It gives it like a really fantasy look to it. Let me see. Do I have that on any of these builds? No. How about down there? Nope. I guess the most similar to it would probably be that building and that building back there. But even those have pretty straight roofs. Like this right here is pretty curved up. But yeah, even that one's kind of similar to this. Like the only difference on there that I did was I added this stone in between each set. So like right here, I would go out 3 blocks and then convert this to all stone. And then go out 3 blocks and make it all stone, and basically just do that over and over and over. So what we might end up doing is just making this little curved roof stick out from here. Yeah, I'm trying to think if that would work. I guess we could. I should probably take my own advice and just fucking do it. I'm over here telling you guys, oh yeah, just do whatever you want. It'll all work out in the end. Here, let's actually try something real quick, because I kind of want to see what this looks like. Let me see how massive this is. So we're just going to fly over here. Sir, go down. Down. I can't get my stupid guy to go down. All right, so yeah, that does look pretty big. Holy jeebus. So we're walking, bam. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so we might add another little piece right here just to make it stand out, or in that area. That area actually looks pretty good for another little piece of the roof. And like I said, it's kind of hard to show you guys my mindset as far as what I'm thinking about adding, but I think you guys can kind of pick up on just add this here, do that there, and then copy and paste. Not copy and paste, but like rinse and repeat. That's what I was trying to say. Just do it over and over and over again, and then all of a sudden your house will start to look like some crazy steampunk build house. Another thing to keep in mind with steampunk builds, you want them to have little things like water wheels, and like over here in this one, let me see if I can show you guys real quick. So on this house, it's supposed to be our water wheel house, right? And we notice coming out of it is this, it's supposed to be a pipe, right? And out of the pipe, it spits out water. Well, you can do that same thing to the side of the buildings and have water coming out of it, so it just pours down. Bam. All right, so what I ended up doing was I wanted to see what it would look like if I copied this piece and I recreated it on this side, and it doesn't look too bad. Like, it still looks different enough to where it doesn't look like any of the other buildings, but it keeps with the same style, right? So I think we might actually keep that, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on this roof portion of it, and I'm gonna try out a different design for this. And when we come back, you guys can let me know if you guys like it or not, because I'm just gonna show it to you guys, and then I wanted to go explore a little bit in the next episode, so we might return back to this. We might not, depends on how we end up feeling about it. But I'm having all kinds of fun building, guys, and I think building in our little world was way overdue. So yeah, we're gonna call it a wrap here. So if you guys did enjoy any portion of this episode, make sure you guys go down there and hit that like button for me. It really helps out a lot. It lets me know if you guys are enjoying these little build episodes, and gives me all kinds of motivation to keep building these things for you guys. And hey, if you're new to my channel and you want to see some more build stuff or some more life in the woods action, why don't you head on down there and hit that subscribe button. It's the only way you're going to be notified when I post the next episode. But guys, I'm Dizzy Aaron, and I am